Good evening, everybody. My name is Ben Reisinger, professor of J560, managing online public relations. We're here tonight to talk Facebook again. This is our second week on Facebook where we talk about advertising business a little bit. Hey, but before that, Taylor had a question, and her question was about our web videos, your midterm and your final, and what platform or what do you use to edit that if you're new to this, which I know a lot of you are. So for the PC computer users, there's a free software called Windows Live Movie Maker. Okay, if you Google Windows Live Movie Maker, you'll find it. You can download it. It doesn't take up much memory. For you Apple users, there's iMovie. Okay, so I don't know which platform you are, but iMovie or Windows Live Movie Maker can accomplish everything that you need to in a very, very easy way for your midterm and your final grades for your web videos. It's really cool. It's fun. But I'll tell you this, being students at IUPUI, you have all of the free software from IUware, okay? So if you really want to get fancy, you can go in and you can download, what is it, Adobe Premiere Pro, and that's what the professionals use, that like do movies and commercials and, and your really awesome videos that, maybe your Super Bowl ads, stuff like that. So, but don't, if you've never done it, don't mess with that, but you do have the ability to get that software for free. So right on, good question. So hey, welcome everybody. It is the Thursday after Super Bowl Sunday. So I'm sure that at least a couple of you watched the Super Bowl like I did, watched the ads, checked it out. So what are your thoughts about advertising? As marketers, as communications people, did you like the ads? What ads stood out to you? I still got in my mind Puppy Monkey Baby, that crazy looking mix of a puppy, a monkey, and a baby. But anybody want to share their thoughts on Super Bowl advertising or the communications or anything you liked on social media that maybe some of them did? Oh, come on, somebody. I'll give my take, but somebody tell me what you thought. One of you guys. There's four of you guys.
I feel that the NFL commercial was probably the best commercial. I like the way that they had the humans from previous Super Bowls that were, created that night. So I thought that was an interesting concept. I felt it was more one of the touchy-feely commercials versus the funny commercials. I was very disappointed in Budweiser for Super Bowl. I expect to see the Clydesdales, and I didn't. And I like the singing sheep.
Yeah, right on. But Budweiser did get that awesome plug from Peyton at the end. I'm going to go drink me some Budweisers. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, so anybody else want to share their Super Bowl thoughts? Or did anybody watch, any of them?
I liked the Marino and Baldwin Amazon commercial. Thought it was just kind of clever to pair the two because Marino never won a Super Bowl and Baldwin never won a, Oscar?
An Oscar, yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. The guys that were like runners-up the whole time. I loved pregame, the parody they did with the Buffalo Bills, because the Buffalo Bills lost 4 straight Super Bowls in the 90s, but they actually interviewed the guys and pretended like they had won 4 straight Super Bowls. I mean, it was that was fun. I don't know why. I mean, it's the craziest thing, but that Puppy Monkey Baby is absolutely sticking in my head. And I mean, I could care less, but it's just, that's great advertising. Social media-wise, I think that there were some winners. I think that Oreo did a good job. Oreo always does. Ever since You Can Dunk in the Dark, when that happened, they've really set the bar high, and they've really followed up every year. I thought the halftime show was really good, too. A lot of people gave Coldplay grief on social media, and it's like, come on, guys, they did what they did. And, of course, Bruno Mars and Beyonce for being who they are. They're a little bit, they're a different type of music, and I mean, their shows are different. Of course, they, got a little physical, and, and they were out there. So it was awesome, I thought. So, yeah, go Super Bowl. So, like we were talking last couple of weeks, oh, did somebody say something? Oh, I'm hearing things. Right on. Okay, so like last week, we're going to talk our social media fail of the week. So did anybody know anything that happened on social media that was weird or noteworthy or of a fail that happened that you guys want to talk about and share? 5 points extra credit.
Me.
Lou, is that you, Sonia, since we can't see
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Okay, right on. We're going to go to Sonia, the floating voice. All right, right on.
I'm the floating voice. Well, this happened today. Meryl Streep was asked at the Berlin Film Festival about why there was no diversity on the committee choosing the winning films for the Berlin Film Festival. And she said, well, we're all African.
Meryl Streep said that?
Yeah.
Wow.
She said that it's a multicultural.
Now, let me ask you this. Berlin Film Festival, is this a German thing?
Yes.
Okay, and so why is Meryl Streep in that? Is she German?
No, they just chose American Hollywood celebrities to pick the winning films from this film festival.
Okay.
And so, because of the controversy around hashtag Oscars So White, it's a very trending subject, diversity in Hollywood. And
Sure.
so I guess just a reporter asked her about what do you think about the lack of diversity on this committee. And there were I think it's about 6 or 7 people on this committee. Maybe it's 4 men and 3 women, something like that, or half and half, 3 and 3, whatever. And this is what she said. So it's right now. It blew up Twitter about a few hours.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. I was like, what did social media have to say about Meryl Streep saying that everybody's from Africa?
Well, I saw a great tweet of a picture of Meryl Streep and a hip hop rapper called Future, and many. I guess people think that these two people look alike. That Meryl Streep looks like this guy, this rapper called Future,
Okay.
and it said underneath the caption, "You two look alike, but you don't share each other's struggles."
Okay.
So I thought that was really
Okay,
interesting.
right on.
I
So
thought that
the
was-
internet has not been kind to Meryl Streep. I mean, that really is kind of. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's kind of. I don't want to say ignorant, but I mean, come on, Meryl Streep, really? That was your answer to a question like that? I mean, I don't know how the film festival.
The way she said it was saying that that we all come from Africa.
Africa, right.
Although America is a multicultural pot or whatever it was that she said we weren't all originally here. We came from Africa.
Right on. Okay, go Meryl Streep. Okay, let's keep going here, and I'm going to tell you my quick fail. Okay, that I found that I was looking, and I saw this on Saturday, and I was like, whoa, dude. Okay, so Beyonce, it was a big weekend for her, Super Bowl, and then she had a new song, okay, Formation, and so she put that out on social on Saturday, okay, and in it she says a very explicit thing about, sleeping with a man, and after she sleeps with him, she takes him to the Red Lobster, okay?
Right.
And so, of course, everybody's going to be like, whoa, okay. I mean, she is flat out calling out Red Lobster. Now, I'll say this. Not everybody likes Red Lobster. I do like Red Lobster. I'll say that, I mean, I live here, like 20, 30 minutes from Lake Michigan, and I'm still, I go out there just for the biscuits sometime, but it's funny. So, first off, everybody's wondering, come on, Red Lobster. I mean, think about it. And I don't know. I'm under the assumption that Red Lobster has a social media team. So I would hope that someone on their social media team would have been a little bit more proactive than they were. Okay, so everybody was waiting for Red Lobster to say something. So I'm getting this from, if you want to know where it's etonline.com, Entertainment Tonight. And so it's the headline is Beyonce fans call out Red Lobster for major social media fail. All right. So here was Red Lobster's response to Beyonce. They posted a picture, and I mean, dang it, they are good. Those Cheddar Bay biscuits, and they got the cheddar cheese in them, and they're hot and they're warm, and makes me want to go eat one now because I'm getting ready to go have dinner after this. But they posted a picture of Cheddar Bay biscuits. And they said, in parentheses, Cheddar Bay biscuits has a nice ring to it, don't you think? ? and then hashtag formation, and then at Beyonce. So again, their response was, Cheddar Bay Biscuits has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Formation, hashtag formation, and then Beyonce. They tagged Beyonce. I don't know. It was just a bad response. I mean, it really was. They could have come up with, number one, it's a very generic and canned response. They could have come up with that, in my opinion, hours earlier. Why did they wait that long? So I mean, there's just a million things they could have said back to Beyonce besides, I don't know if they were just trying to go off of the fact that everybody loves their biscuits, and people talk about going there for their biscuits. But there you go. What do you guys think of that? Did you guys heard of this, seen this? The Red Lobster and Beyonce Twitter fun? Nobody?
I heard that the sales for Red Lobster had gone through the roof after that song was released. and I don't understand why they were so slow to acknowledge that or say something to Beyonce, because I know it was an unsolicited shout out. So
Sure. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I know, but I mean, in my opinion, a national major corporation, I alone and I'll reference Mary Free Bed a lot again. Just for Mary Free Bed, I have alerts set up. If anybody, anything like mentions Mary Free Bed in social, I mean, just Mary Free Bed, it doesn't even have to use the @ sign or like tag us on Facebook. I see it and I'm alerted to it. And it's funny to me that, again, they just waited that long. I mean, who knows what was going through their mind. I tried to search for some things to see if Red Lobster had responded or if like anybody from their communications or PR team had went on the record, but they haven't said a single word at all about it. So that's my social media fail of the week. Again, guys, if you guys want to find one, I'll give you 5 points extra credit or something like that, and for anything that you find with your social media fails. So in the time we have left, which is not a lot, like always, I want to continue the discussion about Facebook for business, advertising, things like that. All right. Whew, excuse me. I'm sick, man. Everybody in our office is sick. Just, kind of have a head thing. It's not fun. So I'm going to reference tonight again Mary Free Bed's page. So you can go to Mary Free Bed's Facebook page and you can look and see some of the things that I'm talking about. All right. So, again, if you have a business, I don't need to tell you this, any type of tangible thing, any type of nonprofit, a Facebook page, even though people say Facebook is dying, which it really isn't, a Facebook page would honestly probably benefit you. It depends on who your demographic is, yes, and exactly what it is that you're promoting, you're pushing, you're selling, whatever your nonprofit might be, your government agency. But all these different types of businesses of commerce, you can really use Facebook in different ways, and everybody has. I mean, we've all seen this now. Every city has a Facebook page. Every, like lawyer has a Facebook page. Every grocery store chain, every hospital, like what I got, all that stuff. I mean, everybody has, if they have social media or anything, they have a Facebook page. All right. So that's why it's important. A lot of people, again, will say, hey, if you're really targeting millennials or that younger group, don't worry about Facebook. But again, I disagree with that. I think that some of them, number one, there's studies that show that they are on Facebook, not a lot, but some. And again, the information is out there, and everybody knows to always go to Facebook. It's kind of like a website now. It's almost expected. If you have a business, they think, oh, okay, they have a website. If you're a professional, real, legit business, you have a website which talks about what you have and what you're selling, what you're doing. But again, the same thing with a Facebook page. All right. So with Mary Free Bed, I wish I could sell more on Mary Free Bed, and I think a lot of people do sell more. What I mean by selling more with Mary Free Bed is talk about our programs, talk about medical stuff. But again, what is social media? Social media is social. So a lot of people, they are more interactive with posts when I'm talking about, this patient's, done this awesome thing, or, this patient just got a bionic Luke Skywalker hand and things like that. I mean, that's kind of cool, fun stuff that people want to see rather than, hey, we have a spinal cord injury program, we have a brain injury program, we have a pediatric program, and come here, if you need this help, to Mary Free Bed. So you have to get creative, and you have to use, again, the Facebook advertising. It's Ads Manager. I mean, Facebook advertising, again, is an immensely powerful thing that can help you out. It takes a lot of getting used to. It takes a lot of playing with. I've done a lot of things, again, that have worked and that have not worked with Facebook advertising. I want you guys to know that any like button page that you have has the ability to use some type of fiscal funds with to boost it, to push it through, okay? And please utilize that. Okay, so right now with Mary Free Bed, I'm doing a few different types of things with Mary Free Bed. I'm boosting my post. Okay, so that's a post that I have on my page. And if you go to Mary Free Bed's page, I just boosted 4 hours ago. I talked about, and then this is what I mean by selling, outpatient physical therapy day rehab. It's a new program that we have at Mary Free Bed. So I'm trying to get it out there. It's basically for people who need a little bit of extra help. They don't need to be inside a physical hospital, but through the day they still need a little bit more than just, a 1 to 2 hour therapy session. So they'll come to us for the entire day and see all types of people, get lunch, things like that. They call it day rehab. It's an innovative thing. It's a new thing that Mary Free Bed is trying out. So I put $10 behind it. I put $10 behind it, and I targeted it to people. So I was thinking, again, who are the people in day rehab? If you look at the thumbnail picture, there's a therapist and there's a woman, and she's a little bit older. So, she's kind of the demographic that I was trying to hit with this. So I changed, the target demographic of this post to go out towards older females. And since it's day rehab, you have to physically come to our location, Mary Free Bed. So around Mary Free Bed, I targeted the actual zip codes that I wanted to, right around, probably within like 10 to 20 miles. All right, so it's a very targeted post that I did. All right, but again, I have another thing going on right now that you can't even see. You guys don't even see this. I have an ad campaign running in Detroit, in the Detroit area, because we're trying to pull people over from the east side of the state. All right, it is a lot of fun. Okay, if you get into this stuff and you think it's cool, Sonia's saying, hey, she's digging the social. It's a good time because it's written into the platforms themselves, and again, you use it all from your personal, your personal page, your personal login. I have a lot of times when people always ask me, oh, hey, what's, Mary Free Bed has a login for Facebook, right? And I'm like, well, Mary Free Bed does not have a physical login. It's not the way that works. And, you guys, so never create, I've had people do this, never create a fake person to have like a login for a business page and then create a business page off of a fake person, because Facebook will find out, they will figure out sooner or later that that is a fake person account. I've never done this, but I know a guy that did it, and that when they found out, this wasn't a real account or it was a test account or whatever, they shut it down. And then the guy lost the business page that he was using off of it, because your business pages, your like button pages are always connected to you. So please don't do that, okay? Let's see. Where am I going? Let me look at my notes.
Can I ask you a question?
Guys, I've been talking a lot. Yeah, any questions?
I wanted to find out about, I've linked my pages together. My Twitter page, my Facebook page, my Instagram page.
So when you're posting to those.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How can I boost my likes or boost my follows? And how can I use Google Analytics?
Okay. Well, you just asked about 3 or 4 different questions. I'll just say this. Google Analytics is for websites, okay? We'll talk about that later on in the semester. All right?
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, I can't see you, so I don't know, like I have to hear you. So yeah, Google Analytics is something that you put in the back end of websites.
Okay.
As far as linking your pages together, I would prefer that you unlink your Twitter and your Facebook, because you're posting so much to Twitter. That's what people on Facebook call, Facebook oversharing, and it might get them, to unfollow you or not want to follow you as much, or interact with you on Facebook. If you want to post your Instagram post to Twitter, you absolutely can do that. I think that's good. I do that myself as well.
Okay.
Legit, reason, because Twitter, that's why you have to post a lot on Twitter, because people. I mean, I post anywhere from. I mean, it depends on what I'm doing. Minimal, probably 15 tweets a day, something like that. And that's not a big deal. Whereas if I did 15 Facebook posts, people would be like, "Whoa, hey, slow down, buddy." It's just too much. Okay. And then talk about like how can you get more likes? Now you don't have a like page. Are you asking how can you get more friends? How can you add friends to your Facebook page? So yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you add friends? I mean, you have to look for friends. You have to find your friends.
Oh, okay. I know you can invite your friends. It's always asking me to invite friends, invite friends, invite friends.
Mhm.
So if
Facebook will do that until you get so many, friends associated with you. Yes.
okay.
It's an automated thing. That's just what they do.
Right. Right.
So how do you do that? Yeah, there's no way to boost or anything like. You can do that with a business page, but not with personal pages. Okay. You can't use money to boost or to try to get more friends or things like that on personal pages.
Oh, but for business pages, you can boost.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. Is just for business pages.
Okay, so I can boost for business pages. If I want to get more followers, I can, whatever I'm posting at that time, I can boost that post.
On a business page.
On a business page. I'm only talking a business page.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's just one way of doing it. A post boost is just one way that Facebook does this, and this is what I want to tell you guys again. You can share your page. You can share your a website. You can create an ad for a website. My Detroit campaign right now is targeting cities and suburbs around Detroit, and this is the third week of it. And each week I change my ad up. It's a 4-week campaign. I'm spending $100 a week, and this week we're talking about spinal cord injury. And again, I'm targeting the same demographics because I'm trying to get the word out on the east side of Michigan to bring them over to the west side of Michigan where I'm at, and come use our hospital, use our services, things like that. So again, I've had numerous clients. What's one I can talk about? Front Page Sports Bar and Grill. There used to be a sports bar and grill on Mass Ave in downtown Indianapolis. It's now called the Eagle. It just reopened as the Eagle. And I used to run their social media presence for them and their website. And I would target people that liked nightlife, that liked dive bars, that liked Mass Ave, that liked downtown Indianapolis. I mean, those were some. I would do that, and I would target them specifically to bring them, to the front page. And with that, I would use post boosts. I would also use just boost for the page itself, for the Facebook page. You can do that, to try to get more likes. But again, here's why I like to spend a majority of more of my money on post boosts than getting likes. You can have all the likes in the world, guys, but it doesn't mean anything if your audience isn't engaged, if they're not interactive. And again, that's the whole point of social media, is to be social and to talk. So I like to boost the post and try to get those likes and people to comment and hopefully share your posts, because that's what Facebook likes, and that's what they will you'll do better organically as well as paid, since you're paying for that, when that goes out.
Do you also think that it's good? I'm looking at your Facebook page, your Merrick Free Bet Facebook page, and I've heard from other people, other classes, how it's important that when you post, make sure you have visuals, that people find those posts very attractive, more than just words alone.
Yeah, it's been looked at, it's been studied. If you have a textural post, that usually will not do near as good unless it's just prophecy words from the high above.
Okay.
But if you have a picture or you have a video, that post has a 15 to probably 30% chance of reaching more people than it would if it was just text and things like that. Same thing with Twitter. And we'll get into that more and stuff like that as we go on. But Twitter's the same way. People will click on things that have just an image with them, more than if it's just a link there by itself. Good point. Thanks, Sonia. Thumbs up since we can't see you.
Thanks.
Okay, right on. Hey, yes, Candace, you got a question?
No, I was just wondering if Sonia could see us.
Oh, I can see all of you guys. I can see all of you guys.
Right on. Well, at least you're here. That's awesome. All right. Hey, does anybody else have any questions about Facebook for Business? Again, you know, we've just touched the surface on them. There's so much to see and to learn about them. You know, play with it if you've never done it. Especially, you know, again, it will help you. Your true organic reach on Facebook now, they just lock down. It's an upsetting, it's a sad thing, but you know, everybody sees it across the board, no matter what business you are. Whereas your true organic reach used to, you know, be at least 20 to 30%. Man, I used to even get up to 40% sometimes on certain pages, just that were, you know, would be more interactive with other from clients that I've had. Now, you know, you'll get 5%. You're lucky if you get 10%. It's just what Facebook has done. The free ride is over. Again, like I say.
I totally agree. You have to pay to play.
You absolutely do. Unless, you know, you have that core group of people, which I'm actually trying to establish what I call a social media council of employees at Mary Free Bed for when I do things that I want, like, you know, to really get out there, that I can email a post to them, or I can email them and say, hey, go to Mary Free Bed's Facebook page and please share this post, you know, and like it and things like that. So, you know, that's how you can make things go organic, is by having people do that. Good call. Okay, again, post, and then we're going to be done here. I'm very hungry today, and my wife's aunt is taking us out to dinner. Yeah, buddy, go Aunt Donna. Gotta love it. Make sure that you're using the hashtag on all posts, okay? Again, through all platforms, use the hashtag all posts. Dude is a 300-word blog, is that right? Yeah, 300-word blog on any topic about social media. So again, it has to be about social media, but it can be about anything. It could be a self, you know, realization. It can be, you know, about, you know, a platform, something you like or don't like, but it just has to be about some type of topic on social media. Okay? Have fun with your web videos and shooting them. It's next week. What do we do next week? Let's see. Next week, business. Next week we talk web videos. So next week is a very important class because I will talk about how you can use this, my iPhone or your Droid. You can shoot your entire web video on your phone. And that's fine with me, okay? And I'm going to teach you how to do that and how to be in structured environments or how to get good audio, okay? Because the key to good web video is lighting and audio. And I'll teach you more about that next week. But hey, thank you guys. I appreciate it. As always, have fun, and we will see you next Thursday night at 6 p.m.